Welcome again to Advanced English Language Academy. I'm uploading a video after a very long time. Unfortunately, I got fracture in my thumb while playing cricket. So I have come up with another video. Difference between GB Great Britain and US. Simply you can say that today I'm talking about the difference between British English and American English. There is a problem, by the way, let me tell you. We Pakistani things and Indian speakers, there is a misconception. We think that the English or the common English that we speak is British and the common English, and the modern English is American. It is not so. Remember one thing about British and American English, that being an English language instructor, I spent 2 years trying to speak British English, but it was very difficult. Okay, now people sometimes they mispronounce a word, and when someone tells him, her, them that he mispronounced a word, so he just makes an excuse and says that your pronunciation is British and my pronunciation is American. It is not so. Both British and American English, there is only accent difference, a little bit difference, but it is not very much different that we think that they're completely different than each other. It is not so. Remember one thing: if you speak British English in America, Americans understand it, and if you speak American English in London, so the British people understand it. It is not a very big matter, but the English we speak, unfortunately, we can call it Pakistani English. It is neither British nor American. So today I have come up with a few words that will clear your concept, okay? And we will try to talk about the thing. But anyhow, again I am saying that British English and American English are both, they are considered to be both. We can call it accurate English, but the English we speak, the non-native Indians, Pakistanis, there is misconception that they think that their accent is British, and if an English language instructor is speaking, so he's speaking American. It's not so. British English is one of the most difficult accents I have tried, and my students have tried. One of my students has tried a lot, but he said that, sir, American English is easier than British English. Anyhow, let me tell you a few tips. The sound of T in American English. In American English, T is soft D. In American English, T is soft D, or T is soft D. Like British will say poetry, but Americans say poetry. British say university, and Americans say university. Get. British say get, Americans pronounce it get. But remember that American T is soft T when it is in the end or in the middle of a word. Now let's suppose the word is starting with T, so you don't have to pronounce it D, okay? Tall. You have to just it is plosive then. It will be like T. So if the word is starting with T, so you cannot say it's tall. Now, both in American and British, when a word is starting with T sound or T word, so T letter, so you have to pronounce it as a plosive sound, like tall, tall, tall. When will it be D? When it is in the middle or in the end of a word, only there. The second tip is R, okay? In British English, R is mostly silent in the end of a word. Okay, now you will be thinking how it is. People think that when they pronounce R, so it is British, and when they don't pronounce R, so it is American. It is not so. Now you will get shocked at knowing that when R or R comes in the end of a word, British don't pronounce it. Americans do. Americans will say car, better, heater. But British don't pronounce the R that comes in the end of a word. So they'll say car. I bought a car. Oh, what a beautiful car. What a beautiful car. Americans will say better. As I told you that the American T is soft D, better. Your child is getting better day by day. But British will say your child is getting better day by day, better. Okay? Heater. British Americans say heater. But when it comes to British English, Americans say heater. But when it comes to British English, they don't pronounce R when it comes in the end. They'll say heater, heater, heater. Get a better water heater. Americans, get a better water heater. Now practice this. Get a better water heater. British. Americans, get a better water heater. With this sentence, you can practice the American T sound and the British R sound. Thanks a lot. Keep watching.